and those that are suffering and those that have passed due to the hurricane in the Fort Myers area. May their souls be eternal. May those that are doing the cleanup have a rapid recovery. Thank you.
Tom's here. Is that?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to suspend the rules to add an item under item 3E. It's an additional donation for Parks and Rec. It's a motion.
Second.
Have a discussion on the motion, Katie? Donation? We have a motion and a second.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you.
Okay. I'd like to move the consent agenda. Item 3A, B, C, D, and E, with a notation that for item C, Sullivan Farm thanks the Harcourt Foundation for a donation of $5,200 to be used for a welding unit and for upgrading the sap collection system. Those funds would go into account 104-41903-44118. The New Milford Police Department would like to accept a donation of about $150 value of a quilted blanket that was donated by the Imperiotti family. And Parks and Rec would like to thank, well, first of all, they want to accept a donation of $100 from New Milford Septic and $250 from M&O Construction. They would like the donations to be put into the revenue account 104-50500-44715 for further appropriation into account 104-50500-53408. That's a Parks and Recreation Program specific account.
Second.
Any discussion?
Just one minor thing to the minutes is to change square footage to linear footage on page, well, I can't find it right now, but I think it's page 3 of 7 in the. Yeah, just linear footage on square. Thank you.
And we have a change to the minutes. We have a motion and a second with the change. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you.
And we approved the consent agenda?
Yep.
Okay. Mayor's comments. May I ask, Mayor, that we might do the appointments prior to that?
Yes, that'd be fine.
Okay. I'd like to move under item 5 that we approve Doug Skelly as a council member. His term would be October 11th, 2022 through November 30th of 2023.
Second.
And as we all know, Mr. Skelly has been elected twice as a town councilman. And when Mr. Nahom decided to change his residency to Tennessee, Mr. Skelly, nice enough to come back to the town council, and we're excited to have him back. So we have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions?
I will abstain.
Alice, did you vote in favor?
I voted yes.
Okay. John, could you give the oath? Absolutely. Yes, thank you.
Do you
Just don't want to.
swear or affirm, as the case may be, that you will faithfully and fairly carry out the duties of the office to which you are appointed, so help you God under the penalty of false statement? I do. Thank you. Congratulations.
Item 5, I also approve the appointment of Jay Umbarger to the Economic Development Commission. His term would be October 11th, 2022 through January 31st, 2026.
Second.
Thank you, Chris. And Jay is here if anybody has any questions for Jay. Jay has an extensive background, as most of us know, in finance, also in business. And Jay, did you want to say a few words to the council?
No, but I'd like to thank everybody for being here. And, you all do a great job, and hopefully I can remember all the stuff I used to do on the EDC, probably 20 years ago. So,
Right about. Welcome back.
And we're very thankful to Mr. Umberger that want to help us out on the commission. We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. Thank you, Jay.
Thank
Could
you.
you,
Certainly.
thank you, John.
Mr. Skelly, how are you?
Do you swear or affirm as the case may be, that you will faithfully and fairly
Bronchitis.
carry out the duties of the office to which you have been appointed, so help you God under the penalty of false statement? Congratulations.
Mayor's comments.
Thank you, Katie. I'll be brief. As a reminder to everybody, right now, Connecticut DOT is doing 2 different traffic projects, let's just say. First one is the paving that's actually happening right now from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m., and that's Sunday through Thursday. Right now, they're doing the milling, and then once they're done with the milling, then they're going to go to the paving, put about 3 inches of paving on. And that project is from Three Brothers Restaurant to Route 37 intersection. Because of the milling, you see some of the raised structures that are raised because of the milling, which would be our sewer tops as well as Aquarian water tops. We're being told that they are going to be spraying them with orange. I've been in contact with Connecticut DOT, so has John Whitman from WPCA, and sometimes that's not happening. So hopefully this paving session, we'll go over there and take a look, and hopefully they'll be able to do that. They're also doing during the day, they're also doing, as they're putting in the new, Connecticut DOT station. That's right there across the street from Housatonic River Brewing. They need to put lines in there. It's Aquarian water and sewer as well. So they're working on that. They're doing that from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And that also has police there to direct traffic there. That could cause some delays, so you may want to plan appropriately and maybe take in a detour for those 2, just so everyone is understanding with those. Also kind of staying on the traffic as far as Route 7. As most of us have seen, there's been additional traffic accidents there due to people having a higher rate of speed, some people wanting to walk on the road in dark clothes at night, trying to cross that road at a high speed. That's a recipe for big problems, as we all know and see. I spoke to Chief Ceruto this Thursday and this Friday. There'll be extra patrols for traffic enforcement. The chief also wanted me to let everyone know here on the council, since the first of the year, they have stopped 1,000 vehicles in New Milford. Over 500 of them have been on Route 7. Last week, they gave out 2 tickets for people that were passing buses. Those are $450 a ticket, and they're going to continue to be very vigilant. But the chief wanted me to let the council know that they know this is an issue. We're going to continue to work on that. Also working with Connecticut DOT about seeing if there's some traffic calming that we can do on Route 7, because it's a state road, not a town road, as well as 202 and Bridge Street. Tom?
Opportunity to maybe educate the public a little bit more on wearing reflective clothing when they're walking on these side roads. I have to say, in the last 5 years, I have seen a lot of people, not on Route 7, which is wider, but on Route 202, on bicycles in black, in the dark. No reflections at all, no lights. I mean, you don't have to be going over the speed limit to hurt somebody. And the folks who are walking, I mean, I think we need some sort of public service campaign to say, if you're walking along the highways here, please wear something reflective.
So
you know?
speaking with-
I don't care if we donate it to them. If you're walking, I will donate 50 vests for people to wear. It's just, it's when you're driving up a road. I mean, last year was another case. On a rainy night, a bicyclist in black with an umbrella.
So one of the things we asked, it's funny, appreciate you saying that, Tom. We're looking at doing that, also looking at creating some defensive driving education for our residents that choose to take it.
Yeah.
Also have been talking with Connecticut DOT about lighting it a little better than it is now, because now it's dark.
Yeah, it's dark.
Especially in those high-dense areas on Route 7 where you still have the commercial.
Yeah.
Is seeing if there's a way that we can increase the lightage on there that makes it even better for people to see. So we're working on that. We do have to be cognizant that it is a state road, and you have to work with state DOT about how to get those things done.
Absolutely.
Also kind of staying on the roads as we're talking about before. We're almost completed with our road work here in the town. We've done, as I talked about before, Hine Road, Elena Drive, Twin Ridge, Twin Brooks, Violet Hill, Creamery, Colonial Ridge, Squash Hollow, Twin, Mine, Round Table, and part of Mine are being worked on now. And the reclaiming should be completed on Mine Hill, I'm hoping by the end of the week, and then they'll begin paving that portion of Mine Hill. We're also going to be, after that, our DPW team is going to be doing some what we call skim paving, which is a little more extensive than it would be pothole patching on Kennewood Lake Road North, then a small section on Jerusalem Hill. Then if we have enough time, if the plants are still open, there's a low spot by Big Y where you always have that issue of puddling, looking to fix that. And then also we're going to be doing some drainage work on Lillis Road with the new construction was there. You've seen some of the houses that are on the lower elevations, some of the water draining into their driveways and creating issues, so we're looking about doing some drainage there as well. As far as our bridge program, we've completed Mud Pond Bridge this year, Tamarack Bridge, Gaylord Bridge. Right now, the Chernarski Temporary Bridge, that's in process, but speaking with our contractor, we're looking to have that open hopefully by the end of next week, next Friday. That's the tentative date for that. Staying on our infrastructure, the library, it's still under construction, still working on that. We did have some, as Katie can talk about, because every Thursday we have our meetings. We're still seeing some of our material shortages still there. We've had to opt for some other materials as some of this stuff's still going to take longer than we thought, especially shelving. We continue with that project. We're looking at that probably being open probably sometime in December is what we're being told by the contractor. And we'll continue to update the council as we move forward with that. The New Milford High School project, that continues on. As we know, the kids are in the school. We had those 3 classrooms that were up on the 3rd floor. Those are just about being completed. They continued making sure the ceiling grids in those areas are completed. That's about at 95% completion. They also installed the windows in the 30204 area, so those are installed. The suspending seal tiles in those rooms are about 90% complete. They also did the ceiling lights and speakers. They're in the main quarter that's blocked off. And they installed the elevated windows in 3204. They're looking to hopefully begin removing the VCT floor from the main quarter. That's the ones that's being separating the two real parts of the quarter. That's kind of in the main 3rd floor quarter. So they're working on that as well. Then we go to the actual standing seam project. We have Evergreen that's there now. They've been doing some assessments on the roof itself. They've done a little bit of the flashing. They're going to be, you're going to see more and more of their crews coming in now and doing some of the work there. And the goal is to try and get it done as quick as possible. Some of it they may not be able to do till spring because we're very cognizant of the kids that are in school, and we want to make sure as we work with Matt Cunningham and the Board of Ed facilities that we're doing it in a manner that's respectful for the kids and the staff there. And I'll continue to update the council as we move forward with that project. Update on Lake Lilinoa. First Light Power is advising everybody they're doing their annual drawdown, and that'll be from the 26th of October through November 7th. The target depth is 190.5 to 191.5, which is about 4 to 5 feet below normal. And that's a great opportunity for those that have docks that are there to perform maintenance on the area with the property that's abutting the lake. Be advised that any changes to your shoreline, if you're going to do some of that work too, must be approved by First Light and also your local Inland Wetland Commission. Want to congratulate the New Milford Bulls Tiny Mites cheer team as they're now state champions, and they'll be moving on, and great job to them and to the Bulls organization, the coaches and staff of the little Mighty Mites. So congratulations. Want to congratulate our men's cricket coach Jay Singh and the team as they are the Southern State champions, and they continue moving forward. 2 years and they're already champions. That's pretty amazing. So congratulations to them. Also want to congratulate the New Milford High School Band and Color Guard. They took 3rd place in the Ludwig Musser Classic, which was down at Giant Stadium. Outstanding job to them. They always do great. 3-time state champs. Hopefully it'll be 4. This past Saturday, stopped at the McCarthy Observatory. They host their monthly second Saturday of Stars, so on that second Saturday. And just amazing the turnout of people we had.
It was a great day to do it.
And it was. And not only did they have the big telescope that you could see, but they set up about 6 or 7 outside on the parking lots. You could see Jupiter, Saturn. Just it was great, and watching all the young future astronomers that were there. Amazing. So thank you to the observatory for all that. Also, the Silo had their 50th anniversary. Being the Silo, and for those that don't know, that used to be Ruth and Skitch Henderson's wonderful place. And they had great music, food, and art there for their 50th anniversary. So thank you to the Silo for that. Thank you to Chief Ceruto this past Saturday at Mama's Tacos right across the street here, and lunch with a cop, and it was great to see all the people there talking to the chief and our patrol officer Toro that was there as well. Another wonderful thing I think about our community, we all talk about how the community kind of pulls together. So this past Saturday night, Creative Castle, which is a small New Milford business, was on Shark Tank, a nationally televised show where you have investors decide on a product or a project and invest or not invest. We had well over, I'm going to say, 100, 125 people that were there in the cold, in the wind, there to cheer them on. And it was amazing. They got their money, so it was great to see, and they're moving on. So congratulations to the Lanes for their project, and wish them much success. Also, Jeremy Ruman and the board for the Marysville Art had the Marysville Art and Craft Show, and that was amazing. When you go there, it has all the Christmas stuff out, the artists. They had a band that Chris, you appreciate, sounded like it was from Louisiana, right there, right from New Orleans. Pretty amazing. And she always does a great job, and that kicks off kind of our holiday before holiday thing up there. So thank you for that, and that's a true treasure for New Milford. And also speaking with Hart Transportation, prior to COVID, we were working with them on an opportunity where we would create a shuttle service to the Brewster train station from Patriots Way. So we put out a questionnaire. We're going to put it out again on our sites. We've got quite a number of people that have done it already, but if you could please fill out the survey. This is an opportunity to see that there is the real need for it here, and in that way we can actually have, as we're working on the train, which could be many years from now, but we actually have a shuttle that can get you straight to Brewster and then get you a straight shot down to the city. So we're going to be working on that. Also want to thank the Garden Club. As you can see outside, all the wonderful things they've done on the bandstand, they've done in the planters, and they continue to do so by all of our monuments. So thank you to Kathy and all the entire garden club, as they do a stellar job each and every year, and this year they've gone above and beyond themselves, so thank you. That's, lastly, just quick events. We're still doing them, even in October, right? We've got at the Pettibone and the 15th, which is this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Housatonic Quaker is having their tag sale meeting there, or having their tag sale there. On the 15th also, Oddfellows is having their roast beef supper. On October 14th and 15th at Harrybrook Park, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. is the Scarybrook Park Haunted Trails. On the 15th, from 10 a.m. to noon on the green, we're doing the New Milford Kind event. We're talking about how to be kind. This is part of our anti-bullying campaign. We're going to have family activities, games, vendors. There's going to be a puppet show from 10:15 to 11:15. There's going to be a read aloud from Sue Ford, our children's librarian. That's going to be at 11 a.m. on the bandstand. There'll be music. I want to thank Laura Murphy, as she's kind of spearheading our event. So we'd love to have people come down and really help us be supportive and advocate really no bullying here in New Milford. On October 15th, also at noontime, the Senior Center is going to have music, which is Virgil Roost, which is a rockabilly band. So that'll be great. They've done this the last few years. The Senior Center brought down seniors, had a nice band that comes out. So very excited to see Virgil Roost and his rockabilly band. So that'll be pretty cool. On October 16th at 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the high school, Junk in the Trunk, which is a New Milford Grad Party fundraiser. And as we all know, the Grad Party does amazing things. They work hard, especially for our kids. The night of graduation, make sure that's a safe event. People turn in their keys, and they're there. There's a lot of fun activities, a lot of games, prizes, and can't thank the Grad Party enough for that. On October 16th, also from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Steers Center, which is in Canterbury School, which is Random Acts of Kindness Hackathon for those young women and men that are into computers and into software. It's a great event to go up there and do the Random Acts of Kindness Hackathon, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Steers Center, and thank you to Canterbury School. On October 18th, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Housatonic River Brewing, the Oktoberfest, which is another New Milford Grad Party fundraiser. Great time to come down, partake of some liquid, and also sponsor the Grad Party. On October 21st and 22nd at Harrybrook Park, that's the second part of the Scarybrook Park and Haunted Trails. And the money and the proceeds that go from this event go not only to Harrybrook Park, but also to some of the nonprofits that they've deemed to give this year as well. On October 21st, Doug, good game's going to happen. 7 p.m., New Milford High School Pomperog. That'll be a good game. October 23rd, from 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the Faith Church Auditorium, the New Milford Refugee Resettlement presents The Rat Pack is Back. That looks pretty cool.
Yes.
Old school. Should be awesome.
Yes, it's great.
Absolutely. October 29th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the southern part of the green, Halloween on the Green, which is a costume parade, and that starts at 2 p.m. From 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. on the green is Trunk or Treat. That's always well received by a bunch of residents and also those from other towns that come in. November 4th at Pettibone is an evening with medium, I'm hoping I'm doing this right, Janine Magdalene, and she's with the New Milford Grad Party. That's another fundraiser. November 11th, New Milford High School, Green Wave play Joe Barlow. On the 18th at Pettibone is Sip and Shop, sponsored by the New Milford PTO. So definitely, if you can, come down. That's from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. And that sponsors, those proceeds sponsored our PTO, who does great things for kids, teachers, staff. On the 22nd at 7 p.m., grudge game. Got New Milford High School and New Fairfield at home, so that'll be a great game. Then we have the annual tree lighting on the 26th at 5:30 p.m. Kicks off the holidays here downtown. December 2nd, time to be determined, Sip and Stroll. That's a wonderful event. Happens here in the downtown. December 3rd, Women's Club's Holiday Bazaar from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The 17th of December, Oddfellows has their December roast beef dinner. December 17th, can't believe it's already talking about it, 6 p.m. at the bandstand is the annual Carol Sing on the green. And then, same night, 7 p.m., Water Witch Holiday Parade of Lights. So still got a lot of things going on in town.
Is that when Santa's coming?
I think that's when Santa may be coming. I think he's coming also for the tree lighting as well.
Oh, great.
A lot of good things happening.
All right, thank you. Item 6, I'd like to move that we set the 2023 calendar for the town council meetings. I think you all got a copy.
Yeah, second.
Any discussion on the meetings? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you.
I'd like to move that we set a date for a special town meeting for appropriating $17,500 of ARPA funds for the veterans' medical equipment. Excuse me. Suggested date for that would be October 24th at 6:45.
Thank you. This is approved at Town Council, Board of Finance. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you.
And item number 7, I'd like to move that we approve we accept, I guess is a better way to say it, the State of Connecticut Department of Transportation offer to purchase the town's right-of-way on Upland Road bridge replacement. It's 05115, project number 95257, FAD number 6095, parents 031 parents, for $1,460.
And we have Jack here. Jack, can you come up and kind of explain to the council what this, we're gonna have a second.
Chris?
Hey,
Jack?
yeah, we're scheduled to replace the Upland Road Bridge next year. As part of that project, there is a small piece of property. It would be to the, I guess it would be the south, or if you go into the bridge, it's on the right-hand side. And it's a small piece of property. It's owned by both the town, there's a small part of it that's a town, and the other part is Northwest Connecticut Land Conservation. The state had allocated $7,500 for the piece of property. We agreed with that, with the Northwest Connecticut Land Conservation to split it 80-20 because they have 80% of the property, we have 20. And therefore, our portion of that is the amount, the $1,200. We need that for a drainage easement on that side of the bridge. It's a small piece of property. We've been negotiating, actually, it's the amount of negotiation's been going back and forth probably for like 6 months. We've come to that agreement. The Conservancy has also agreed to that split and that amount of money. And so we're requesting that you approve that.
And Jack, also, they've expended all the legal fees
Yeah.
necessary when they've been talking with the states come from the Conservancy, not the
Yes.
town.
The town does not pay anything in this, so all the fees have been paid. This bridge is the town's first endeavor into where we actually had the state of Connecticut incur all of the engineering and legal cost for doing the design of the bridge, and they're also funding the bridge at an 80-20 rate. So this is a very good deal for the town. It's been actually very nice working with the state. It's worked very well so far.
Any questions for Jack? Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions?
Wait, I'm sorry, I just have one quick question.
Sure.
Which is, the wetlands, do they have to vote on this?
They've already-
before
it's already been
we-
approved by the
It's been
wetlands.
approved by the wetlands.
Yep.
Thank you. That was my question, sorry.
All those in favor? Aye. Okay, opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you, Jack.
Motion to adjourn?
Do we have a second?
Cheers, everyone.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.